Okay, so the sun's coming up. I like to sit here. The east, I have a window right there, and the east is that way, so I get to see the first light of day from this perspective. I like it. Also, I have my second cup of coffee, and it's kind of full, but it is well in the house. Psalm 70. Psalm 70. When I opened my Bible this morning, it was set on Psalm 7. And whatever it's on when I open it, when I lift it up, start reading, I just kind of read because sometimes that may be where we need to be. And sometimes it's just in the perfect place and I don't even know how it got there. I opened it up and there it is in Ephesians or Genesis or Isaiah or whatever, and it's just like the perfect spot for the day, for the food. Give us this day our daily bread, Daddy. And so I just looked at Psalm 7 because it opened up to there, but that wasn't it. I'm just like, Daddy, these are just words. I need some bread. I'm your little baby bird, Daddy. Feed me, Daddy. Feed me, feed me, feed me. So in here, Psalm 70. Not 7, 70. 70 is a big word, has a lot to do. There were 70 nations listed in Genesis. I think it's chapter 10, the table of nations. I believe there are 70 basic languages, 70 basic people groups on the earth, but that's just me interjecting my into. But Psalm 70 kind of meant this is for everybody because of the 70 aspect of it. So that was, I was a little excited when Psalm 70. I'm like, ooh, that's like international. That's global. That's for all of us. Ooh. So, and I get here, and it's only 5 verses. One letter can hold years and decades of study within that letter. Okay, so it doesn't matter that a passage is longer or shorter. It's just that this is so power packed. Only 5 verses. Psalm 70. You there yet? As many of you know, I have on my laptop a software package that is an interlinear. It literally translates every Hebrew word and every Greek word, just translates that one word. Okay? So you get some depth when you have access to one of these. And the name of this is Scripture for the number 4 all.org. How they did all this work, I don't know. But there is a place. You have to look hard. But there is a place like on their website. Look down in the footer, scroll down and look around. There is a place where you can donate money to this organization. And we should continue to do that. Unbelievable tool. Amazing tool. So, because we have this tool where every one of these Hebrew words is literally translated, and we can click on the Hebrew word and it'll actually expand it, go into the synonyms and the different types of definitions. Properly, that this word means blah, and subjectively it means blah, figuratively it means blah. So it's just an amazing tool. All right, Psalm 70. I know you're there. And it starts out, the first word is Elohim. Elohim. Elohim, wow. Elohim is the plural word that is treated as a singular word. It's the word used in the very first line of the book of Genesis. Bereshit bara Elohim. Bereshit, in the beginning. Bara, created. Elohim, that's the three in one. The Father, the Son, the Spirit. So this Psalm 70 starts out, Elohim. I like it already. Elohim, to the rescue of me. Yahovah, that's Big Daddy's name. To the help of me, hurry. Let's read that again. The English says, make haste, O God, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. I just like the Hebrew a lot better. Elohim, to the rescue of me. It's like, Elohim, to the rescue of me. It's kind of like an old Western, and here comes the cavalry. Elohim, to the rescue of me. Yahovah, that's Big Daddy's name. Yod He Vav He. That is not a name to just be trivialized. That's Big Daddy's name. If you just for a few moments, let's take a Selah right here. He gave us imagination. Let's use it. Imagine, even if you have to close your eyes, imagine all of a sudden you're out of your body because you live in your body. Your body's not you. You're out of your body, and all of a sudden, in a moment, like a moment of time, you're standing before Big Daddy himself, and Yeshua is seated beside him, and the four creatures are crying, Kodesh, 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 Yahovah, our Elohim, Kodesh. And you are standing there alone in front of them, and they're looking intently at you with no facial expression, just looking. At you. And you immediately realize where you are and who you are before. I have a friend of mine lives in New York. She's a dog trainer. She's Jewish. And I asked her one time, I said, what will you do if when your body dies and you enter into the heavenly place and there before you is Big Daddy and Yeshua beside him as the Moshiach, Jesus beside him as the Messiah? What will you do? If in fact, because you don't know and we don't know, blah, 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 you're not messianic, but what will you do if all of a sudden you're there and he is there? It kind of caught her off guard. She was like, I don't know what I'll do. Imagine yourself in that position, standing before Yahovah, Big Daddy? What would you be doing? Okay. Woo! He deserves that kind of, whoa, let's pause and Elohim to the rescue of me, Yahovah to the help of me. Hurry! Hurry, Big Daddy. We need some help down here. There's two theys in this psalm, okay? He's going to address they first. Not we as they, but they. They shall be ashamed. They shall be abashed, which means to blush. Oh. They shall be ashamed. They shall be abashed, the ones seeking my soul. They shall be turned away backward, and they shall be confounded, the ones desiring evil against me. Many levels here. Everything has many levels. This is not only indicative of the Messiah, the King, when he's standing there in the garden and those came to tie him up and carry him away. There's so much to this. But when David is the general of the army, and this same type scenario came out, and he wrote this, it appears, and us as individuals, and even those that are for rightness in our country, that are being attacked by the ones desiring to do evil against us. They shall turn back because of the consequence of their shame. The ones saying, aha, aha. It really says that. Emphasis added on my part. It really says that. Aha, aha. But here we shift from they to they, we. And we'll go over it without all this hesitation at the end. We'll just kind of flow through it. But here we go. Psalm 70 verse 4, it shifts from they desiring evil against us to we they. They shall be elated, and they shall rejoice in you, all of the ones seeking of you. And they shall say continually, he shall be magnified, Elohim, the ones loving your salvation. And the last verse. And I am humble and needy, Elohim, hurry to help me. You're my help, the one delivering me. You, Yahovah, must not delay. So let's just kind of read through this. Elohim to the rescue of me, Yahovah to the help of me. Hurry! They shall be ashamed. They shall be abashed, the ones seeking my soul. They shall be turned away backward, and they shall be confounded, the ones desiring evil against me. They shall turn back on the consequence of their shame, the ones saying, aha, aha. But they shall be elated, and they shall rejoice in you, all of the ones seeking of you. And they shall say continually, he shall be magnified, Elohim, the ones loving your salvation. I'm in this humble and needy position, Elohim. Please hurry to me to help me. You, Yehovah, are the one delivering me, and you will not be delaying. Wow. I got to pick out this word. Back in verse 4. And they shall say continually, he shall be magnified, Elohim. So I was looking at that word, I was like, magnified. What? My inquisitiveness came up. I was like, what is that word? So I clicked on the word, and it's pronounced Godal. Gimel Dalet Lamed. Godal. And properly, it means to twist. And there was another word that you could compare to it, and that word meant like tassels. And so it was like you could take tassels and twist them together so that you could take strings and turn them into a tassel, and turn tassels into a greater tassel, and twist them together so that it becomes like a rope type, a bigger, more expansive, from one string to many strings to a large string, large strings to a rope, and a rope to, you know what I mean? Kind of an expansive kind of thing, starting with the little tiny string. And I didn't see it that way. I just thought properly this word Godal means to twist. And the word much like it that it referred me to meant like a tassel, strings. So I'm asking Daddy, he loves it when we ask him questions. He loves it when we are, as his little children, coming into the secret place, all elated. Woo! And asking him questions when something like this pops up. Daddy, we'll be saying continually that he shall be magnified, Elohim. You, Elohim, the Father, the Son, the Spirit, you shall be magnified. Open me up on this thing. String, twist, what? And he said everything is based on that principle. From the smallest digital piece of matter or the smallest digital piece of time to even the universe itself in its entirety, galaxies, solar systems, the sun, the moon. From the smallest to the greatest, everything is twisting and magnifying. It's like a single cell. This is what I saw. A single cell, a human egg, and here comes this sperm, and the sperm comes, and the moment of connection, there's this spark of light, which is high, and all of a sudden it becomes a spinning, twisting, enlarging entity. We would have no idea how intricate and twisting and expanding and magnifying the nucleus of that cell is. The goings on in the teeny tiny nucleus of the cell. Sorry if this is boring for you, but this is just what kind of came into my head. I'm trying to put it into words. So this cell, this egg, is fertilized by this sperm, and all of a sudden Kai comes in there, and it immediately becomes one. Two became one, and it becomes one, and it starts twisting and spinning and working, and so much so that it throws off a whole nother cell, and then they're spinning and working and twisting, and then they throw off multiple cells, and then all of a sudden, as some people call this a clump of cells, the baby takes shape after the twisting and the expansion and the magnification. And pretty soon, I mean, 9 months, you have this baby. It was a baby at inception. It was standing before the Father before the egg was ever fertilized. If you think in a heavenly way, the expansion of that single cell is immense when you think about what it turns into. Just unfathomable if you just Selah. A lot of times it's good just to ask him questions and meditate on the answer. Talking about twisting into a magnification position. Wow. We just kind of did that. I did my best putting that into words. What I saw when I, as a little child, asked him questions. Daddy, what does this mean, this word magnified? Gadol. What does that mean, Daddy? You see what I mean? I'm just giving you an example of what we should be doing as his little children. When we get to a place, we should stop and inquire of him. We should ask him. He loves it when his little children come sit with him. He loves it when we ask him questions and are seeking to know his heart and his ways. He loves it. We're not a bother to him. He loves it. Probably more than most anything else. I'm telling you, when decades ago, I'm sitting in my chair in my living room, and this little 2.5-year-old niece comes running up, to arms out, and she says, I want to hold you. I picked her up, and well, we held each other. No words. Didn't need any words. The love was immeasurable. Little child running up, arms up. I want to hold you. Greatest lesson of my life. Do that. Turn toward Big Daddy, your father. Get those arms up and run toward him. Just, I want to hold you, Daddy. I want to hold you. Because when I am held by you, I am well. The well message of the kingdom. Seek first the kingdom. Seek to just be held. Woo! This is good. Thank you guys. Love you.